Hi fellow book nerds, welcome to my channel. I'm Anne and today I'm going to be predicting what books I am probably going to give 5 stars. So let's get into this video. The first book that I believe that I'm going to give 5 stars is Cinder by Marissa Meyer. So this is a Cinderella retelling where Cinderella's a cyborg and it just seems so interesting and I cannot wait to get into it. I've heard such great things about this series as a whole. And I hope that I'm going to give this series 5 stars. The second book that I believe I'm going to give 5 stars is The Diviners by Libba Bray. So, because the fourth book in this series is coming out in February, there is a read-along happening created by Emma Books, Sarah without a H, and another booktuber that I can't remember right now, but I'll link all the channels down below and you can find out more about the read-along. But we're going to be reading The Diviners from October 26th to November 31st, November 30th, I think it's the 30th. And we'll be reading the next 2 books in December and January in anticipation for the new release. And I know that this book is supposed to be so creepy, so atmospheric, and everybody that I know has loved it. But everyone who has completed the book I know has loved it. So I'm really excited to get into this one, and I really hope it's a 5-star read for me. The next book that I think I am going to give 5 stars is Lifelike by J. Kristoff. This is a story. I never remember what this one's about. So this book is Lifelike is a futuristic sci-fi novel where this girl is really good at building robots and she is wanted by like the mafia. She's losing money to the bookies, all this kind of thing, and so yeah, it's a sci-fi story and I think she's going to be end up on the run, and I think it just seems like a really interesting premise, although I'm not explaining it very well. It seems really interesting and I have a feeling that I'm gonna love J. Kristoff's writing. Speaking of J. Kristoff, the next book that I think it's going to be 5 stars is Nevernight. Everyone, absolutely everyone loves this series. I have not seen so much hype around a book in my life compared to Nevernight and God's Grave and Dark Dawn. There's been so much hype. Everyone is absolutely in love with this series. And I'm really excited to get into it. It's about a 16-year-old Mia Corvair who ends up going to an assassin's school to avenge her father's death and her mother's imprisonment. So it's supposed to be really dark, really gritty, really sarcastic and funny, and I'm just really excited to get into this one. Fingers crossed it's a 5-star. The next book that I think is going to be 5 stars is Scythe by Neil Shusterman. So this is about in the near future where death has stopped happening. So they've figured out how to stop diseases, stop people dying from old age, etc. And these scythes have to glean people, which means that they have to kill them. So they're like kind of Grim Reapers. And these 2 kids are taken in by the scythe to learn how to become scythe, but they don't really want to, and they're being pitted against each other, I think. So one of them ends up having whoever wins and becomes scythe kills the other person, something like that. I know the series is well beloved and I know the second book is loved even more, so I'm really excited to get into this one because the third and final book, The Toll, is coming out in November, so I'm really looking forward to starting this series. The next book that I hopefully will be giving 5 stars is Three Dark Crowns by Kendara Blake. So this is about 3 sisters who end up who are fighting for the queendom, and they get sent to different parts of the kingdom to train and grow up and whatever, and who the next the next queen has to kill the 2 other sisters. So I know this is going to be really dark, really gritty, really fantastical. So 3 sisters, 1 throne, a fight to the death. So I'm really, really excited to get into this one and see who ends up killing who, what happens, and I'm sure there's got to be a lot of twists, a lot of turns, a lot of betrayal, and a lot of death in this series. Now, the next series that I'm hoping that I give 5 stars to, and it is also well beloved by so many people in the book community, and that is A Dark Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. This will be my first V.E. Schwab book, so I'm really, really excited to get into it. I've heard this is like one of the best series that V.E. Schwab has written, so I'm really, really excited to get into it. I know everyone probably knows what this is about, but it's about this guy, Kel, who can travel between these parallel Londons, the White London, Red London, Black London, and Grey London. It's all about magic. I think he's actually a criminal because he illegally smuggles things from each London, and I'm not really sure what the rest of the premise is, but yeah, it sounds really, really interesting, and I know that the books seem to get better with as they go along. So really, really hoping that this is also a book that I love. And the last book that I hope to be giving 5 stars is 6 of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. So in the past month I have read both Shadow and Bone and Siege and Storm by Leigh Bardugo, and I absolutely love that. I love the Grishaverse, and I'm so excited to get into the third one, Ruin and Rising, and find out what happens with Alina and the Darkling. Now this is not about Alina and the Darkling, this is about Kaz Brecker, who is planning a heist to kidnap some scientist who can create something that hurts Grisha. So it's a part of the Grishaverse, and I'm really, really excited to delve back into the Grishaverse once I finish Ruin and Rising and see what I think of these people. Everyone seems to love 6 of Crows more than Ruin and Rise, or compared to the Shadow and Bone trilogy, but I am absolutely loving the Shadow and Bone trilogy. I've given them both books 5 stars, so I guess we'll see. I'll probably love this one too, so this most likely will be a 5-star read. So that is a couple of books that I think I'm going to be giving 5 stars in the next month or 2. So these are some of the books that I hope to read within the next month or 2, and I'm hopefully, fingers crossed, going to give these 5 stars because these books are really, really loved in the book community. So I'm really, really looking forward to seeing what I think of them, and yeah, hopefully hopefully I have good opinions because these seem to be really, really loved. And yeah, I hope you liked this video. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below, and I'll leave all my links in the description, and don't forget to check out the Diviners Read Along and join us for that, even if you haven't read them before, even if you have, just to get the hype going for the new book in February. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!